Good morning, everyone. It's Jacqui Bowman, and I am here today with David Best, and we're fresh off of being at eXp so we're super pumped
Oh
about
boy.
sharing. I know, it was amazing. Anything you want to say about it, Dave?
Absolutely, I do. Good morning, Jacqui. How are you?
Good.
Good. I've been to many of the conferences, the national conferences, with several different brokerages, and I got to tell you, just came away so inspired and blown away with what the things I've learned this past week. Not only about our industry, but about our company. Just phenomenal. We are down in Fort Lauderdale, an amazing Marriott resort. And one thing that I loved, I got to tell you two quick takeaways, Jack, and then we can do our introductions, was
Absolutely.
I participated in the Olympics. This was anybody from eXp could go do these Olympics, and it was for 2 hours on the beach. It was, first of all, it was a networking and team building activity. It was wonderful, but boy, did I work out. Unbelievable. Working out in that sand and that heat, it was great. The second thing we did, which I went into it thinking, this will be okay. It was amazing. Is they called it the Super Tan Fabulistic referral networking.
Oh, the referral hour. Yes, that was amazing.
Referral hour. And what happened was they set all these agents. So there had to be 500 agents in this room in long tables across a ballroom. So there might have been, 80 agents per row on each side of the table. You had 3 minutes to talk to the person in front of you about whatever you wanted to talk about. Obviously, we were going to go, focus on referrals throughout the country. And then after 3 minutes, one side of the table got up and shifted to the right. So for an hour, you had these 3-minute interactions and referral opportunity. It was phenomenal. I came away with 4 commercial referrals out of that hour.
That's awesome. And it was cool because it wasn't with people that you were hanging out with or that you would have bumped into, on the beach or the bar. It was just different people. I'm like, where'd these people come from? I've been here for 3 days,
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. Well said.
So it was awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So good morning, everyone. My name is David Best, as Jacqui introduced me earlier, and Jacqui will give her story here in just a second. We're going to get rolling here. I am the regional development leader for eXp Realty in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, soon to be Kentucky, and we hope Tennessee. As this company keeps growing, opportunity keeps presenting itself to different people in it.
Yeah.
So I have been a real estate agent for over 20 years. I've been a broker for close to 15 years. I owned and was a broker for for an office, for a franchise, for one of the largest franchises in real estate for over 12 years. And sold my interest in that to bring eXp to Ohio. Jacqui was the very first person I called. She'll tell you about herself here in a minute. I'm also a real estate coach. And then, as you might have just heard, my practice is predominantly commercial. And Jacqui Bowman is one of my very dear friends and a colleague for years. And Jacqui, why don't you tell us about you for a minute?
Well, thanks, Dave. I've been a real estate agent for 13 years and in the Northeast Ohio area. And I had the pleasure of managing that franchise office that David had ownership in from 2009 to 2012. So David and I had the privilege of working closely together, and he's been wonderful. And then I was a productivity coach there as well. And recently, my team in Northeast Ohio, I've leveraged most of my business to them, as I'm currently a full-time real estate coach with my own private coaching business. So that's going really, really well. So eXp has changed my life, has changed the life for my family. I can't even express how grateful I am to David for actually calling me first. It's been an amazing opportunity for us, and we would love for you all to be able to take advantage of that as well. It's really cool. So let's jump right in, if I can. I knew this thing was going to do this again. There we go.
That first slide is always a doozy.
The first slide is a doozy. It just doesn't want to go. So why eXp? We do have, I'm just going to go quickly through what we will cover on this webinar so you can see what you're in for. And then you can decide if you want to hang out for the full time. We hope you will. But disruptive technology, we are a cloud-based brokerage. Our office is up in the cloud, and it's definitely disrupting our real estate industry. We have aggressive lead generation tools such as Conversion, that's with a K, Conversion, and Commissions Inc., or also referred to as Sync. A lot of agents are always wanting different ways to generate leads, and we give these to you for a very low tech fee per month. Again, we have low fees. It's $50 a month for the agents. We also have very high commission splits. We're an 80-20 commission split with a $16,000 cap, and we are not a franchise. We do not have any royalty fees or franchise fees off the top. It's an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap, and then after that, it's a true 100% commission. But the real reason agents are flocking over to eXp is because of our huge passive income potential. We have these two wonderful gifts called revenue share and stock ownership. We're going to talk about how revenue share is different and we feel is better than profit share. Well, not that we feel, we know. And the stock ownership, just doing everyday things that you normally do, selling real estate and attracting agents, you're going to earn stock in the company. And we are an agent-owned company, so we're really excited about that. David, why don't you go right into cloud disruptors first?
I would love to. So when you're dealing with eXp, what we're really talking about here is, and you saw that first slide, is a disruptive technology. And what is a disruptive technology? A disruptive technology is any kind of technology that will either change an industry or create a completely new industry. These are examples right here of changed industries. Maybe Google was a created industry. However, Netflix, Airbnb, Uber, Amazon, Google, these are all products that we use. In fact, I've used every one of these products within the past week as I'm looking at this slide, because we just booked we booked a vacation for next summer using Airbnb. How many times did I use Uber in Fort Lauderdale? Many. I know you did it as well, Jackie, this past week. So anyway, these are examples of cloud disruptors, and that's what eXp Realty is we are a disruptive technology. And going back to that Netflix example, this is really, I'm so grateful to a guy named Gene Frederick who introduced me to eXp. And what he said to me is, he called me up one day when I was with my former company. He said, "Hey," he said, "Dave, I want you to know something. You own a Blockbuster, and Netflix is being streamed into every one of your devices, your computer, your TV, your kid's cell phones, your cell phone." And it really made me sit back and think, like, oh my God. And we all remember going to Blockbuster in the winter to rent, in the snow, to rent a movie up here if you're from up here. And you get back in there and you're getting ready to pay for it. And there's 4 other movies that are overdue. And it's just, the annoyance of the whole thing. And along comes Netflix. And just a very quick, story for you. Back in 2000, Netflix, this developing technology, went to Blockbuster and said, "Hey, buy us for $50 million. We'll combine our technologies. We'll do something really, really big." Blockbuster passed on that opportunity. Today, Netflix has a market capitalization valued over $32 billion. And 10 years after they went to Blockbuster out of business. It's an amazing story, a great business story, and it's really, really what we're about. So let's talk about this whole cloud office, and what is a cloud-based real estate company? Well, you can see on the left there in this slide, you got your old-fashioned brick and mortar companies. These are franchise companies where you are paying out of your splits for all of this other stuff that you may or may not need. So we're going to talk about why we don't think you need it. And the reason you don't need it is because we can supply all of that in the cloud in a much more efficient and a much more meaningful way. So what is a cloud office? Well, in the cloud office, you are able to interact immediately and in real time with top professionals around the world. Want to go to a mastermind, but don't want to put out the couple $1,000s for airfare, hotel, and meals and so on that's going to take you to get to this mastermind? Have it in the cloud. We have many in the cloud. All you need with us, you have an internet connection, and you can be in business wherever you are and have access to all of your support that you need from the cloud in addition to interacting with professionals, be in business meetings and so on.
And I don't mean to interrupt.
Please do.
We launched a few months ago the mobile app, and it's amazing too. So now you just need your phone with you. If you need help, you can just jump in the cloud through your app. So that was a huge increase of production as well. You don't even actually need your desktop. So it's really cool.
Absolutely. And Jacqui, you made a comment to me a couple months ago that has really stuck with me because it's so important. And that concept is, as a real estate professional, your interaction with your client doesn't change in any way. In fact, we think it's enhanced with eXp Realty.
Correct.
And many of the top teams that are joining us already have, and if you're one of these people, this will make sense to you. They already have space that they're paying for separate from their brick and mortar office, the old-fashioned office.
Right.
We could still do that in eXp, and many of our top teams that are joining us are doing that. However, for agents that want to put on a presentation in a boardroom, or maybe you've got a group of clients that are coming in, we have a relationship with Regus. Every one of our eXp agents has this membership through Regus, and you can go there and Regus Cross Country. You can Google them and what they do, and go use their facilities as you need.
Right. And going back to the Netflix story, I like to explain it to agents in this version, to where David explained about, waiting in line and renting the movie. And a lot of times agents have questions. Sometimes we have really simple technical questions that we should know. And then we have really technical questions that we need a lot of help on. And what I love about the cloud that I think is a disruptor for us as agents, performing in this industry, is that when I need help or any of my team members need help, the eXp support staff that's up in the cloud online, they're there to help you. We have the RE Tech Campus, we have agent services, we have accounting, we have all of these different avenues of where we can get help from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So when you think about that Blockbuster example, just remember that in this situation, the agent is more of the consumer, to where we're getting the quick Netflix type of service up in the cloud for us to do our business efficiently, quickly, and get the tools that we need to generate leads, et cetera. So again, it doesn't change any type of client experience, because you're providing the client experience on the other side of the business. This is all of the back end support up in the cloud.
Absolutely. And just one more final thought on that.
Yeah.
And you can keep rolling with this slide. Sure. One more final thought on it is the efficiency. You use that word, the efficiency of a real estate professional. Now, I don't have to get in my car, drive to the office, say hello to a bunch of people that I really love, but I just in that moment don't have time for, because I'm trying to do my business right now. Have all those interactions on my way to the office, get back in the car, head to where I'm going. So the efficiency for a professional in this world is just amazing. So this is an example of the eXp world. So all of our agents have their own avatar. On the top right, you can see the avatar there, the back of the avatar. That's Sean Rand's avatar there. And when you drop into the cloud, this is what our cloud is. You look to the right of that top right slide, and you'll see there's a calendar. And we're going to talk about that more in a minute, but that tells you where you need to go for any of your events. Bottom left is the auditorium. Our auditorium holds up to 500,000 people, and the avatars are in there, and that's an example of what that looks like looking from the stage. In addition to the auditorium, there's all kinds of meeting rooms that we attend meetings in, all places throughout the campus that you can get to into a private area and private conversations. And on the bottom right is just an example of some of those areas that you may go to meet other professionals or have these conversations if you're in a referral group or you're with a group of REO agents or commercial agents or whatever that looks like.
And people always ask, and I've heard the questions before about, what is the culture like? Like, I don't want to leave my office because of the culture we have. And I love seeing people, and I'm not just saying this. I feel so much more love and relationships and friendships and culture in this cloud-based company than I ever have in a brick and mortar. With Facebook and the way we're connecting, it's almost like you get to walk in your office and you don't have to see everybody. You just see the people that you're attracted to, So it's great. And I'm saying attract as attract and repel. I mean, we all have our own people that we like to hang out that are like us. And now I have
energy.
I have a pool of people across the country. It's amazing.
Well, here's another thing on that, Jackie, and this is this slide. No, stay with that because that's a good one there.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, staying with that. Look, the harsh reality is this: many times, while we are an industry with colleagues and we're working together, many times what happens is there's a natural jealousy, might not be the word, competitiveness maybe, where we may not want to share all of our secrets, or there might be natural jealousies that exist in an office because of success or lack of success. In the world, you really don't have that because many times you're not interacting with people that are right in your market.
Correct.
You're interacting with other top professionals who are at a 20,000-foot view for best practices of real estate. It's fantastic.
And they're like, hey, look at what we're doing in Myrtle Beach. And we're like, well, we're not doing that in Cleveland. Maybe we should do that, you know?
Right.
So it's really cool. So I'm going to zip through quickly the old-fashioned model, and we're going to show you the paradigm shift of comparativity, you know, comparatively, I guess that's a word, right?
Sure, whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. Old-fashioned broker, you know, everything is pretty much run from the top down. All of the marketing has a lot of franchise broker marketing in there. They're all about the brand, and we know those companies, and they are all about generating leads for the franchise and leads for the broker. And what they do is then they hope that agents are reliant upon those leads, and they give you very, very low commission splits. I just talked to an agent the other day that is at a franchise and said that his net was 37% on a referral from the franchise.
Come on.
Net 37%. It was terrible. And that's very, very common. You know, it's a gift at some point, but then at some point it's just not cool, in my opinion. So going from the broker down, you know, they're franchising their brand and they have a lot of controlling systems. So I can't tell you how many times with branding the Summit Group, I've had some issues with those top-down broker companies, you know, not wanting us to use our logo and those types of things. So it's not really a division and compliance thing. You have to be compliant with their franchise rules as well. So agents, you know, become dependent on these company leads. So the paradigm shift here with the new model that we have here at eXp is that it's very, very agent focused. What we do is we teach you how to fish. We teach you how to market using the tools that we provide you as part of your $50 a month fee. Using that conversion and commissions Inc. I mean, as David has mentioned before, most real estate agents, when they're switching companies or thinking of switching companies, they ask themselves, well, what's eXp going to do for me to get leads? And what we're going to do is we're going to provide you with the tools to gain those leads, but we're also going to teach you how to fish. And we'll talk about that a little bit more towards the end of the presentation. But once you fish for these leads, they become your leads. There's no front desk person that needs to round robin them out and pick which agents in the office get the leads. There's no person there to intercept your leads that you're lead generating for. So it's great. Another great thing is you cap. You're going to be on an 80-20 split. 20% of your commission will be contributed to the company each time you close a deal until you've contributed $16,000 to the company within your anniversary year. So, but these are the real game changers we feel for our company is the agent ownership of stock, which we'll talk about again, the cloud office, and revenue share, and then conversion and commissions Inc. for your lead generation sites, because those sites are quite expensive and we're giving that all to you with your $50 a month fee.
Yep.
So, all right, support at every level up in the cloud. We do have some support services for new agents. We have a mentorship program. So if you are a newer agent and you're considering eXp, we'd love to talk to you as well. Just trying to find out what your goals are and what you're after. We can see if this is a fit for you.
Jackie, can I interrupt right there?
Absolutely.
I talked with an agent yesterday who's been with another company for 6 months, has already done 7 transactions. And his deal in a mentorship program that they offer is he has to pay 50% of his commission after his split to the mentoring agent who helped him put it in the MLS and that kind of thing. I was reviewing our mentoring agreement. Our mentoring agreement is phenomenal compared to other brokerages. And I had tried to implement a mentoring agreement. Mm-hmm. And the support for new agents, I am now of the mind that this company is for new agents because of the support that they're going to get and the mentoring. So ask about that. If you're on this, call or on this webinar, ask about that mentoring program. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sweet. No, it's okay. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that's just one of those things that we are learning here in Ohio, all the different things that are available. So that's great. We're going to help you with business development. You're going to have peer-to-peer interaction. We have agent, team, and broker support. The executive staff is up in the cloud. That's the coolest part. I mean, a lot of other companies and franchises I've been to, the people on the executive staff were pretty untouchable. I mean, you couldn't get through to those people. And the cool part about our company is that they listen and they're there for you. So it's awesome.
So the, at my former company, I was very, well, not former company. I've always been a training and education person. I value that very highly. That was an important part of my previous brokerage. That was a question I had with eXp, and I really wanted to vet that out when I was doing my due diligence on this company, and came away just completely impressed with not only what we deliver in training and education, but how we deliver that training and education. So every Sunday night, our agents get an email. The calendar is up for the week. You simply click on that. It's added to your calendar, and all of the different training topics that you see here. In addition, we're now starting to get into business planning. It's that time of year for your business planning. If you're not into your business planning now, you need to get with somebody who can help you do that. Get with a coach, get with your broker, get with somebody, some mentor that can help you get to your business planning. We have office hours. I have office hours for agent attraction. Our state broker, Ed Hasner's, has office hours in there. Over 30 hours a week that we're in there.
There's just a ton of stuff up there. And
there is, We're now, the brand recognition, it's there. We're in 46 states now. We're getting ready to open up the rest of them. I'll get to that in a minute. So the brand recognition is just, it's just not an issue anymore. And real estate professionals know that based on NAR statistics for the past 20 plus years, the agent's brand is the reason that people do business with them, because they love them, they trust them, and so on. So we'll help grow your brand. We're not really worried about the eXp brand.
Yeah, if you have any reservations about the brand recognition, just talk to one of us. We'll help you through that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've David has launched other franchises and markets where, they're the first to market, and it's very simple.
Yeah. If you're concerned about brand, it's a fault in your thinking. It's mind trash that we're going to help you get over. So, I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see here by this, these are key dates that have gone on in the history of this company. To the right, you'll see the orange bars that show by the end of this year, we're hoping to be just under 4,000 agents. I got to tell you something. We are pleased to announce that eXp in Fort Lauderdale this past week went over 5,000 agents. We're about 6 months ahead of the pace of what we thought our growth would be. I'm sorry, we're 15 months ahead of the pace of where we thought we would be.
Right.
So they reported that at eXp. Very exciting, the growth of this company. We just keep on going.
Yeah, and the momentum is so fierce right now that I just think, the 5,000 will quickly move to 10.
It is. It's going to happen.
Now that we're wide, it's going to be crazy. So
yeah, and you see, we have all these. Yeah, look, we have all the brands, everything you need for your own branding. We've got the luxury living brand. We have brokers, we have commercial. I won't spend time on this. You can find it all. In what's great is in the cloud. You can be working with those people in real time. People doing your type of real estate practice, whatever that is. Here's an example of some of the top teams that are across the nation that are flocking to us. When we can give you a whole list of other teams. Just amazing. The one I love on this one is the second last one there, the Landmark Group. You can see in Boston. So was the balloon an important thing for them after 31 years? 31 years under a certain brand, and they make the decision that they are going to better their team's world, the people on their team, through this opportunity at eXp. It's a great story right there.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Jacqui, so let me just lead in here. One of the questions, the main question that I get for the past 15 years of operating brokerages is, how are you going to give me leads? And I have failed repeatedly in that, other than saying, look, you're going to have to do the traditional things. You're going to pick up the phone, you're going to make cold calls, you're going to call your sphere, you're going to work open houses, expireds, FSBOs. However, for any sort of leveraged lead generation, ongoing touch plans, you have to go spend money somewhere. That was the failing, not anymore. And Jacqui, maybe you can share what this is all about here.
Yeah, so Conversion and Commissions Inc. If you have never heard of either one of these, please jot down the names and then go ahead and Google them after. But they are pretty expensive, and they are provided for you in the tech package of $50 a month. And my personal testimonial is a young lady on my team. She posted a squeeze page that she took a 40-minute class on conversion. She posted this squeeze page on Facebook, and she got I want to say 28 leads in 24 hours or something like that.
Ridiculous.
I mean, she's done it again and again and again, and she's converted those into appointments, and it's really working for her, to where she's not having to pay Zillow for leads and pay for those extra services that you might be sold. So it's great. Here's just a quick success story. They were paying $2,000 a month for their lead generation. By moving to eXp, they're just now paying $50 a month, saving $24,000 a year to generate these leads on a mega team in Houston, Texas. So these are the agents that are up there showing you how to do these things and showing you how to generate these leads on your own instead of paying for a service. There's just a quick example of the Conversion Squeeze website that is a IDX website. So you do have the full IDX. So it's just awesome. And then I do get a lot of questions about, do my listings feed out to all the same websites they currently do now at my brokerage? Absolutely, yes. They feed out to all of the same websites as long as your MLS participates in List Hub, which most of us do. So, Dave, go ahead and run through commissions.
Yeah, we'll do this quickly. It's not, this isn't rocket science. This is easy stuff. And, for more detail on this, reach out to the person that suggested you get on this webinar, or call Jacqui, call me. We're happy to run this through you. But look, we're an 80-20 company. And once that 20% that you've paid the eXp hits $16,000, you've capped. And it's 100% for the remainder of the year. Very easy. Along the way, and then it resets on your anniversary month. Along the way, you pay a $25 broker review fee and a $30 E&O. Unless you're in California, it's $40 out of each deal. And that $30 E&O, we cap that at $500. Once you've capped, you're getting 100%. It's a $250 transaction fee to eXp from you, and then the same broker review. And by that point, your E&O is probably capped at that point. It's at 17 deals, it's capped. And we're going to talk about how you can earn 100% plus. Real easy stuff here. What are the costs and fees? Jacqui already told you it's $50 a month, but let's get into the details of it. It's $99 one time. That includes, by the way, your first $50 a month. And for that, you get your cards, your folders, lead gen site, WordPress, Google, all the things you can see here. You get an eFax and get an 800 number. Through Ring Central, all those things that you can create your business, your real estate practice, included in the $50 a month. You can see here, you get your avatar, you get your cloud office, you get Conversion, SkySlope, DigiSign, you get Sync, Commissions Inc. And each year, out of your first deal, it's a $420 for the educational fee. And that gets, all your classes. You saw that earlier in the calendar. We can compensate our trainers and coaches like Brad Anderson. Google that name. Brad's a big time player in the real estate industry as far as education and training and where he's been. Good dude. Yeah. So what I want to talk about now, Jacqui, if we don't mind, I want to talk about where revenue share is better than profit share. And we're going to show you how you can create passive income for retirement. So we've told you all the things that eXp has relative to other brokerages. We deliver more for less. Now let's talk about what's your exit strategy. How are you going to live that life that you really want to live at whatever age that is? Are you putting away enough money for retirement? When can you retire? So we're going to talk about that now, and it's the wealth building opportunities with eXp that really are, as Jackie said at the very beginning of this, game changers and what separates us. So we're going to show you here how you can create $3,000 a month in passive income, in addition to creating shares of stock, just by referring agents to us. So as we get into this, you're going to see we're going to run an example of this and how this works. You'll see on this level here, you refer 6 agents and so on. We're going to run through an example on the calculator in a minute.
I didn't know if you wanted to go through this slide first. Go ahead.
No, just go through it. We'll pick it up at the calculator.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
So you can see everybody, all of our agents get an agent attraction site. And you can see here on the top right in the blue box, you can see it says call or text Jackie and Ryan. And there's all these tabs at the top that you'll see: own your career, own your brand. We're gonna look at the calculators here, and specifically the rev share. So you go down, you go to your revenue share calculator. And this is gonna help you understand what that passive income can hear. So we're gonna plug in some basic stuff here. We're gonna say an agent does 12 properties a year, and they're gonna do these at $220,000 a year. I'm sorry, $220,000 per deal, and it's a 3% commission. Average, agents. And then we're going to talk about how many agents that you're going to choose. Let's say over the next 3 years, you introduce 6 agents, okay? And each one of those, they're going to introduce 1. Each one of those agents will introduce 1, and we plug on down, and we'll just leave it at that. We hit go, and the calculation is going to start for us. So in the next 3 years, by you introducing 6 agents,
and that's just 2 agents a year.
2 agents a year.
1 agent every 6 months.
You're going to see that's a $36,000 a year revenue share to you, which is willable down to your generation. It's a part of your estate, and it's just an amazing program. So more information on that. Again, see the person that got you on this webinar, or talk to Jackie, talk to me, and we can take you through those
calculators.
Yeah, the calculators. We can take you through the team calculator. We can look at your costs and go from there. Next thing I want to get into is let's talk about ownership for a little bit, and that's the stock, right? So we're going to talk about stock. We are a publicly traded company. We're an over-the-counter stock. You can go find us right now. EXPI is the chart. It's trading at $3.81. And remember, anything I say about stock here, I'm not giving any sort of financial advice. I'm just telling you how this works, okay? But you're going to get stock. Our agents get stock just for doing things they do as real estate agents every day. So first transaction year, 75 shares. Cap, you're going to get 175 shares. Congratulations. Refer an agent, thank you. Here's 175 shares. And after 3 years, that's vested at today's price, and you can use that stock then. You can buy it. Publicly traded stock. Number 5 here, the direct purchase program is very, very important. And I want to spend just a minute on that. And what happens here is you can take 5% of your commission and you can buy the stock at 80 cents on the dollar. So you get a 20% discount, and that's yours. After 4 months, you're vested and you can then sell it. But think about it. Typically, we'll take that 5% of that commission and we're gonna somehow use it. Right? We're going to go buy Dunkin', or we're going to buy Starbucks, we're going to go buy shoes, or whatever it is we do. I'm saying take that commission, purchase it at the discount, and start building the opportunity for wealth. Now that stock may go to 0, might not, might go way up, okay? We talked earlier about the capping and how you can get 100% plus. So as we discussed here on number 6 and then bullet point 1, at $250 per transaction after you cap, you sell 20 more deals. At $250, that's another $5,000. Every year, you are then given $16,000 in stock. Thank you, Icon. Congratulations. This is about 35 to 40 deals where you're going to find this. It's not a lot. Get your business there, and every year, here's $16,000 in stock. Every year. After 10 years, 5 years, $80,000 in stock. That might go up, might not, but just given to you. These are big numbers. These are opportunities for exit strategy out of real estate into whatever it is you want to do, if that's what you want to do. That's the Icon agent. By the way, you can cash a quarter of that now, take $4,000 back, and then the rest is vested in 3 years. That is opportunities for wealth building. Two very strong, solid opportunities that I identified early in this process.
Right. And I know that the revenue share and the stock, it's a lot to take in, but I can tell you that it takes a minute to understand it. And we would love to have a further discussion with you about it and see how that would apply to your life. I mean, I've used that calculator to show agents, maybe you're not attracting cappers. Maybe you're attracting half cappers. Maybe you would only attract, 2 a year. What does that look like 5 years from now? And I'm telling you, folks, it's amazing. I mean, you're working in your real estate industry better than free. And right now, a lot of agents out there are paying these franchise fees and all of these things for brick and mortar. And I can tell you, we have been flying and our business has been growing, and eXp has just been wonderful for us and for our team. So I'm excited that we're building wealth. That's the big game changer for us as a family. So why join eXp? We talked about the disruptive technology, the agent stock, the revenue share program. These are real retirement options for you as real estate agents. And we've never had this in our industry. A company that gives us ownership and gives us retirement options and actually, cares more about us as the agent, and we own the company, than the franchise and the brokers, which is really cool. Help you grow your business, training on demand, and it's just going to change your life. So we're ready for you to join. I don't know about you guys, but what I would do if I were you is I would just go to one of these links or go to eXp Realty Careers and click the join link, fill out the quick application. It's confidential. No one will know you filled out the application except for your broker and whoever you name as your attracting sponsor. They will be notified. But then we also want you to go to the cloud and we want you to create an avatar, and you can be Michael Jordan. You can be Janet Jackson. You can make up a fake name. Go up in the cloud, and we want you to experience the cloud. Jump in the cloud and check it out. If you feel like you're not sure what you're getting into, go check it out and see what you think. Go to agent services, ask them a question, let them know you're thinking of coming to eXp Realty. They're very used to agents who are not with eXp walking around in the cloud with their little fake names. So they love it.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yes. So it's great. So thanks everyone for joining us.
Hey,
today.
Jack, let me, I just want to make sure. I might have heard you wrong. So I want to clarify this. You may have said no one will know except your broker. I think what you meant to say, I know what you meant to say, is no one will know except the eXp state broker. And they know
correct.
To be completely discreet and appropriate on that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Appreciate your time. Have a wonderful weekend, and look forward to talking with you real soon.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.